Everyone. So today in level 1 we worked on pelvic locks, and we worked on this last week as well, so we're just building on your knowledge and refining those muscular contractions. So remember that the pelvic lock is a contraction of the lower abdominals and the lower back, and we alternate between them. So always start in your home position, right? Feet parallel, knees bent, pelvis under, and we're going to have our arms up in fifth. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can really see this pelvic lock. So when I contract the lower abdominals, that brings the pelvis front. And when I contract the lower back, that brings the pelvis back. Front, back. Now be careful, your glutes might want to help here. That's what this looks like. So a little bit different, a little bigger movement. And the reason why we don't want the glutes to help is that eventually you might want to layer glutes with pelvic locks, right? So if I'm doing my glutes and I do pelvic locks on top. But don't worry about that for now. But that's the why. People always ask me, why do we do it this way? That's why. And so eventually you can separate those body parts and layer, and that gives you more musical options for when you're dancing. Now, today, I'm just going to say it, we did step touch, half time downbeat on the right with pelvic locks, half time downbeat back. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, touch, back, front, front. And we took that same pelvic lock and we put it over walking, half time downbeat on the right in releve, going forward and backwards. So remember, starting home, rise into releve, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right foot, right foot, pelvic lock, back, front, lower back, lower ab, lower back, lower ab. Now be careful, the hip flexor, the muscle that does this, it might want to help in that drill. So just remind yourself, lower abdominals, lower back. And then after that, we did our full time. So walking full time, downbeat on the right in releve, going forward with alternating glute singles, full time, downbeat on the right. Starting home, rise into releve, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, 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 right, left. And then, of course, we followed with our combination to Mizmar holiday. And Mizmar is the plural for Mizmar. And the Mizmar is a folkloric instrument. It's found throughout the Middle East, and it's very associated with what we call Upper Egypt. Now, Upper Egypt is actually kind of middle and southern Egypt. So if you think of the Nile flows downhill. But the higher elevation parts of Egypt are in the south. So that's why that's Upper Egypt. And it flows down the hill, but north towards the delta, towards the Mediterranean Sea. So this is a Mizmar. Mazamir is the plural in Arabic. And it's very folkloric. It's very earthy. There is basically the same instrument. It's a little bit different. You find it in Turkey called a zurna. There's a very specific kind of music there in Turkey, very aptly named davul zurna. And davul is a drum, and the same kind of drum. It's a big drum played with a mallet and a little switch. And in Turkey they call it davul, but in Egypt and the Arab world they call it tabl baladi. Baladi means countryside, or kind of equivalent to what we would call rural here in the United States. So you see like something's from the balad, from the country. It's not country in a national sense, it's like the countryside. So that's a little bit of an info dump for you, but I always like to include a little bit of context. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I'm always posting videos in my Facebook group of kind of dance in its context, and I love this style of music, this sort of folkloric Egyptian. It's called Saidi. We call Upper Egypt is also known as the Said in Arabic. So Saidi style. It's always very fun and festive, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. One last thing about this music. So today I introduced the concept of the 4 for nothing. So the 4 for nothing is when music has 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's 4. But they don't go up to 8. They only go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the melody starts again on the count of 1. So if I were counting it, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So listen for that. I hope you'll find this song either on Spotify, YouTube. I encourage you to buy the music, support the artists, and yeah, I will see you in class soon. Thank you all so much.